there, it's Beth from Scrapping Wonders, and I have a mixed media canvas that I did this month in January for my one little word this year, which is reset, because I need a reset. I need to make some changes in my life, and I just need things to be better, and that's just how it's going for me this year. So reset is the word that spoke to me, and I'm doing this on just the cheap Artist Loft canvas from Michaels. I got them in a pack for really, really cheap when they had a sale one time. And what I'm doing here is adding the Tim Holtz tissue paper with the Liquitex matte medium, which I have to say is awesome stuff. I love this stuff. It is like my new favorite thing in the whole wide world. It's liquid, so it's really, really perfect for doing collages. And even though all of my tissue paper pretty much got covered up, I know it's there. Anywho, then I started with the Liquitex acrylic inks, and this is not normally my color choice. I'm not normally a bright yellow and green colored kind of girl here, but I had done this for the Crafty Maven getaway in the beginning of the month, and I did not get around to posting the video. So this was inspired by the mood board. Anyways, then I remembered that I wanted to add more texture to it, so I used some artist tape here, which is really just masking tape, but it's supposed to be like acid-free, archival, safe, whatnot. I got it from Blick Art, and so I put that on, and then I put a layer of like a gesso wash on it, just so that the tape, the paint would adhere to the tape. Otherwise, it would kind of just like beat up on the tape, and it wouldn't really work on the masking tape the way I wanted it to. So now I'm just drying in between stages. There's this green, and it's actually really, really a pretty green. And then the yellow, which again is not normally my style, but in the end, I ended up loving it. Right now, I was not. There are many stages of this that I am not loving this at all. But in the end, I did end up being really happy with it. So here, the chevron print with the roller stamp, yeah, I ended up hating that. I did not like the way it turned out. So then I was like, oh, I'll cover it. And apparently you see the paint wasn't fully dry there, because now I've got black smudge and my beautiful vibrant blue, yellow and green, just yeah, it was a mess. I was not happy. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? I also I was so upset. I spilled my Liquitex paint like all over, like the whole bottle almost completely wasted on top of my desk, and that was just awful. I've never had that happen to me, and this was my first time. So that's a pretty expensive little bottle to just end up having it tipped over onto the desk and wasted. It was awful. Whatever. So here I am. I'm just again drying in between stages, and then I grabbed this bubble stencil. Oh goodness, who is this by? I think it's Donna Downey. It's a Donna Downey stencil, and I used gesso. The reason why I used gesso was because when you heat up gesso with the heat gun, you can get it to bubble, and then the texture is amazing. So that's the main reason why I use gesso, and you're gonna see it here in a minute what I'm talking about. And this is exactly why I left this part of the drying process in the video, so that you could see just how cool it is. The texture that you get from the bubbled up gesso is pretty awesome, and that's why I use the gesso for that. It takes a little while, but it's in reality, see, look at all that texture. Oh, I love it. And then the bubbles were also done because of the mood board for the Crafty Maven, which you saw briefly in the very beginning of this video. Here we have some cheesecloth, and this is like my new favorite stuff. It's pretty awesome. I love the texture that you get it with it, and I love that you can pretty much dye it whatever whatever color you want. Then I grabbed, this is turquoise deep, I believe, and I'm stenciling on my word using, this is also a Donna Downey stencil. So I stenciled on my word with turquoise deep, and I was really pleased with the way that came out. And then these little sponges, my daughter got them for me for, oh, what was it? Christmas. They were part of my Christmas present. She picked them out for me. And I have to say, I am in love with these sponges, and that everybody should have these sponges in their life. They're just awesome. Here I am with the cheesecloth, and I dyed that with Dilutions Teal, and that came out really well. And again, it dries super fast, and that's why I use my glass mat for just about everything. The only thing I hate about dyeing cheesecloth is my fingers. You see, they are now teal. I have teal fingers. But by the end of the day, with all the dishes and cleaning I do, the teal fingers go away, so it really doesn't end up bothering me too much. Then this is a frame. It's a metal frame, embellishment, whatever you want to call it. I got it at Tuesday Morning forever ago. It was Prima stuff, and Prima had it there, like frames, and I had to have them because they were $1.99, I think. And metal frames, you can use those for just about anything. So I used that, and then I'm repeating my word, and I'm repeating my word with these chipboard letters that I've had in my stash for a while. Again, I got these also from Tuesday Morning for super cheap. They were like $2.99, and they're K & Company chipboard letters. They're actually really pretty, but you can see here, and even in real life, they were lost. Like you couldn't see them in the frame. Like they just like faded too much into the background. So I'm going to end up gessoing them. I'm using the heavy body gesso, fixing up some of my circles so that they're a little bit brighter and whiter after using the stencil. And then I put 2 layers of the heavy body gesso on here, and then dried that super quick because again, it's small. And then I thought I was going to leave it, but no, I went with black, and I was really happy with that decision. The black really stood out for me, and in real life it looks way better than it looks right here on my video with me drying it. Then I grabbed some word phrase stickers that kind of go with like my thought process for my one little word this year, and I stuck those on. And then again, back to my Liquitex matte medium to seal them on, because if I had just stuck them on, there's no way that they would stay on forever. So I just put the matte medium over them just so that it would stick on. And then my Stabilo pencil to outline them, and it's water soluble, so when you use the water brush, then you get that. That's it for this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.